Hello everyone, welcome back. Hi, I'm Chef JT. How we doing tonight? What's new? What's happened? Happy Wednesday to everyone. Hopefully your week's been going well. We're working with chia seeds tonight. I'm gonna try and do my best to refrain from making chia jokes all night. How are we all doing this lovely evening? Hello there, Will Poker. Welcome in, JK. Hi there, Soph. Sofluff. I don't know what to call my main dish tonight. Like, I've come up with a couple of potential terms for it, but I want to call it inside out lasagna. We're going to be using chia seeds in 3 different forms tonight. We're going to be using them sort of as like a binder, because then they can work sort of like a binder, sort of like egg or breadcrumbs in a meatloaf. We're going to be sprinkling them over the salad for dinner tonight, because I'm going to do a side salad with dinner tonight. And then I'm going to do a chia pudding, which obviously has to sit in the refrigerator. But it is an interesting one where I get to make dessert towards the end of stream tonight, because we have to wait for the main dish to bake, so we'll make the salad and the chia pudding during the baking time. Hi there. I get the impression chia seeds handle an extreme amount of liquid. I'm unexperienced with chia seeds. I've never cooked with chia seeds. I should probably say that. I have no idea how some of this stuff is going to turn out tonight. I have no idea if I even like or dislike chia seeds. But I'm rolling with it. Got a new ingredient challenge vote up in the Discord already. I gotta refresh my memory to see what it is. I posted it earlier, but hey. Canned pumpkin versus Warheads candy for next week. Let's check out our alert here and see if it's... Wow, that's one heck of a description. It just copied that and pasted it, didn't it? What's the dinner command like tonight? Lovely. You want to know what's really frustrating about that dinner command? Is that I know there is a proper definition written for tonight's stream. That it was supposed to be pulling from. It's not cooperating. Thank you so much for joining in with me tonight. I hope you've had a great start to your week. Here's to a great evening. Cheers. Alright, starting in on meat. We're starting off with essentially a meatloaf-like mixture. So we got 96% beef. So very, very lean beef. And ground pork. Pork's going to be our fat. strip the rest of this meat away. There's something else that you never see TV chefs doing. I gotta put shit away. They never put anything away. I mean, they certainly don't wash anything, but they don't even put anything away. One of those good scraps I scraped off with my knife. Add both of these into the bowl here. Wash my hands again. Feels like I got a paper cut or something on my finger. I don't remember cutting myself. Certainly not visible. It's like I said, it's... Anyways. Salt, pepper, MSG. We're going to add some chia seed. My understanding is we can substitute about a teaspoon of chia seeds for our egg and our meatloaf-like mixture. So I'm going to go ahead and mix those in with my meat. We're going to go back to our cutting board here because we're actually making like walls tonight. we're going to be sparkling with meat. This is the container I'm going to be using for tonight's meal because I decided I didn't want to do a full loaf pan. So we're going to try doing one of these small little mini Pullman containers. This we're going to cut in half. Turn this into 2 projects here. And I'm just going to eyeball roughly the size we need for the Pullman container. Strip that away. No. Stay together a little more than that. Forgot to spray my container. We're going to spray my container one-handed. Wow, I nailed that size pretty good. Rinse and repeat. So we got 3 walls with that one. We need 3 walls out of the rest. Hi, Nan Reader. Going in for the bottom this time. Didn't quite lay right. Oh well. Just gotta work with it. It's not like it's already minced or anything. And then take a few of these scraps and line up this one last corner here a little bit. It's a little bit low. Same with the one across from it. There we go. Alright, so we got our sides done. Now we got to fill it. Last bit I don't have to be as careful about because we're just going to flatten it out and set it on top. Move all of this out of the way for the moment till we need to go back for that top. Wash my hands off good, wipe off the rest of the cutting board area there, get any meat germs off of it. And I just can't call, I can't let myself do it, chat. I said I was gonna just use a pre-made pasta. I can't. I gotta have a flat noodle for this. We gotta have flat noodles. So I'm gonna make a quick pasta dough. And not a lot of it, but a little bit. Make a half batch. You'll work again. Oh no, you had meat in you. Half cup semolina, half cup AP. So, eggs in an ad. Oh, bot. I am so livid with... Why is it responding with that? What? It's not even using the right freaking account in YouTube. The frustrating part is it's just some of the LLMs, when you're using them for things, will just go off and do like completely random stuff. And so, like, and so I've been doing a lot of coding lately because I got rid of Claude as far as my bot is concerned. And that still needs more flour. And so it's gone and done what I wanted it to as far as changing up which LLM it is, but it's messed up just about every AI prompt that I have. Like, that one's not even an AI. That one's supposed to be done by Llama. It's supposed to be done by the computer, the little Raspberry Pi itself. It's just a sort of simple summary of chat. And so I feel like after switching from Claude to using others, it's been nothing but going back and trying to fix the problems that it's created for me, just changing sources. That's still questionably too wet. Oh well, we'll let it set, we'll let it rest, and we'll go with that. It's gonna be fine in the rollers. Coffee break. Okay, we need to do bechamel. And we need to get water going. Don't need a ton of water for tonight's project. Get that butter all nice and melted. Keep putting the flour away. Arrgh. Arrgh. Have I said thank you to all my regulars that come by regularly? Thank you for coming by regularly. It's a bechamel, but I'm going to use chicken stock, so it's a velouté bechamel. Awesome stuff. Well, your timing on being busy is perfect. Because, I mean, it's just in time for the holiday season for things to get slower, right? Alright, now we'll add some cream in there, some half and half. Salt. Pepper. MSG. Shake of Parmesan. Turn this way down. Let it simmer for a little bit. Turn our water on for our pasta. Let's roll out some pasta. really tempted to just replace these shoes. Sounds like I'm stuck to the floor, and I'm not at all. I just mopped the floor the other day. Completely. Oh, these aren't... I'm just wearing Crocs around home. I don't dare wear them outside my house. They're my around the house shoes. Last roll. Maybe. Nope, not the last roll now. Didn't like this one. We're gonna have to double it up and go back. Oh, I guess we're re-rolling it. That's one way to make sure it's nicely folded. For those that didn't catch what happened there, I was trying to line it up in the air so that I could have it, and I caught it just as it was breaking in half. And so my catching it when it was breaking in half turned into scrunching it into a ball in my fist to keep a hold of it. Okay, now we're back to where we were. Now we can start scaling it back down again. This stream is not sponsored by Gorilla Tape. I mostly use it to actually black off other company names on bottles and stuff. Okay, finally. We got ourselves some fresh pasta. Hi there. Excuse my reach. What are you doing looking up there? You're not looking over there. Why don't you look at me? Yeah, that'll work for a moment. While I try and figure out what's up here that I'm looking to grab. Quit trying to find my arm. Okay. all I wanted was this. All I wanted was to cheat at how big I needed to cut my pasta. So hopefully those will shrink enough that they'll fit in the pan once they boil. Alright, so now we got nice 8 layers that we can put in there if need be. How is our bechamel looking? Velouté bechamel mixture. Liquid cheese mixture. Let's get rid of the pasta machine. Okay, good with that, good with that. We got our tomato sauce. We got that. We can add basil in with the... Add freeze-dried basil. And if I've got it, dried oregano. Maybe some dried thyme. dried thyme. I'm pretty sure I bought a thing of oregano. Where did you go? Oh no, that's a harissa seasoning thing. I don't have more oregano? Guess not. We can add a little red in there though, that'll help the color a little bit. Where's my regular paprika? That's chili powder. That's more cayenne. Oh well, I guess we'll go with smoke. What am I putting these on after I get them out? I guess we'll just put them on plate. Do 4 at a time here with our boiling of our pasta. Oh, maybe doing 4 at once was a mistake, because they're folding up on me now. We'll see. They don't seem to have shrunk much in their cooking. No! Darn it. Down to 7. Down to 6. Oh no, we're not doing 4 again. We're doing one at a time this time. These last 4. See if we can't get them to be a little more flat. I don't care if I get another plate dirty just to get these things all flat. That's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do. There's a flat one. So these are still going to have to be cut down quite a bit, I guess. But we're not there yet. We got other things to fill into this thing here. We need you. Alright, so we got that. Let's get our cheese away so the rest of this doesn't go moldy instantly. We need this for Friday. You're gonna be like that label. I don't want you even on there. Get off. Alright. Ladle of tomato sauce. Let's do a ladle and a half. Decent chunk of cheese. And then... yeah, we gotta cut these down a bit. Oh, right up to the point that it wants to squeeze that tomato out. And cheese. Sauce. Need to get that oven going. Hey, Terminator. Welcome, welcome. And I'm just going to cap that off with a little cheese. Then we take our last of our meat mixture from over here, and I'm just going to square that up with my hands, turn that into our lid. And just trying to make corners. Nice! Is that the nerdy dude? I guess I probably could have answered that after a couple of seconds, because it wasn't, the alien dude, and it wasn't the girl, and it wasn't MacGyver. Alright, so we've got our stuffed meatloaf, our inside-out lasagna, oh, I missed the Atlantis part. Yeah, I was thinking of Daniel. I know who you're talking about, though. So this, we're going to then get rid of this extra mozzarella here. Fortunately, we couldn't stuff all of that in there. This is going to bake with tomato sauce over the top. Sort of like meatloaf. And instead of using a giant pan, I think I'm just going to put that on a cast iron pan. So it's got a nice handle just to get it in and out. And it's got just enough to get it all seared in there. Awesome, Terminator. Thank you for that resub, Ozzy. Greatly appreciate that. 48 months. So you've been hanging out with me for a long time. Greatly appreciate that. What was he doing streaming on Twitch? Was he doing like some sort of sponsored thing, or he just on his own? I know we got all sorts of celebs on Twitch these days. We've had celebs on Twitch for ages, but I mean... It's actually surprising how many sort of like, I don't want to call them B celebrities, but not like A-list celebrities, are doing stuff on Twitch. Alright, that's going in the oven just as is. Well, actually the oven's not at 350 yet, so we'll hold off on that for a minute. I don't have a use for this cheese, and this cheese got all meaty. We have to get rid of this cheese. It's not my choice, my first choice, but I could put it in a bag and be like, this touched meat, make sure you cook it, but I don't got the memory for that sort of thing. They don't give characters that much depth these days. Like, we're on to ads anyways, but they really don't give, like, they don't give you much chance to make your place in the TV world anymore. Like, there is not a whole lot of depth to any of these stories anymore. Like, I think most people are watching the HBO and Showtime and the Amazon and the new streaming service one's series because they have actual stories. It's not just sitcom, you know, this only matters for 30 minutes and it's, well, this only matters for 22 minutes and it's gonna be completely, you know, not matter the next show. Well, it's not just, well, you could, if they actually had, you know, like, the other thing is they're all formulaic these days to have, we have to have this demographic and this demographic and that, I'm not talking necessarily so much the woke part of that, but they seem to have 101 characters for every series now, where, you know, you have the parents in bit parts, you have, and so it all just sort of compounds to that. The individual actors get, unless you are the absolute A-list star, you get like no time. you don't have shows that actually develop to the point where they're like Stargate, where they've been around for 11 years and the people are half joking because they know you're a series. You know, they're joking that Jack is sitting there at the conference table not doing anything because he doesn't want to do anything. And they don't need to explain it. Exactly, yeah. Like, okay, I guess we're back from meds, so I can stop doing dishes here. We up to temp yet? He says and keeps doing dishes, but I'm just gonna finish this one. Oven's not quite up to temp to throw the meat block in there yet. Yeah. That's the not just there's all of these characters, but now they all are like Babylon like series where everything interconnects. And so you have the story getting away of the story. You know, you have we got to do this, and this in this episode in order to be, you know, continuing the story. But you going back to talking about Stargate, which is a series I've definitely watched all the way through, is like they even had like they completely mocked themselves in their anniversary shows. Their, you know, whatever episode, I don't know if it was 100th and 200th that they did, but they did a couple of them where they just sat there and made fun of themselves for an hour. Still not up to temp there, so I guess we're chopping veggies. Carrot. Hopefully still usable cucumber. Yeah. Didn't the original security officer thought she was going to go off and have a giant career because of this? And she just basically killed her whole career by ditching Next Generation? Yeah, the first seasons never pan out for much of anything. Like, you have the premiere, which, you know, many times they're using it to sell the thing and doesn't end up being accurate. They end up changing half the crew. They end up changing half of the plots. You know, company takes over and they got to have their star in the show. Yada, yada, yada. And then they spend the next 2 or 3 episodes trying to meld the two from where they were originally wanting to go and what they're stuck with now. And maybe by the end of the first season, do they have some idea of what they've got as far as a show? Like, they're not going to be able to do development on characters until you're at least into, like, 3rd or 4th episode beyond the top 1. And that's for the 2nd and 3rd people. Of course, I'm complaining about something that, you know, it's... I don't hardly watch TV anymore. Like, speaking of, like, I haven't watched hardly any of the newer Star Trek series. Haven't seen Picard. Haven't seen the, I saw the first season of, I don't even remember the name of it, but the newer one. I haven't seen Lower Decks, although I'm sort of curious by that one, even though it's a cartoon. I watched the first, or I listened to the first podcast episode of Khan. Any of those that don't know, you're Star Trek fans, there is a new Khan series on YouTube. I feel like I sort of have to watch Picard at some point, if only because of having watched the rest of them for everything else. Lower Decks, I sort of want to see Lower Decks, but yeah, I just don't, I'm not watching anything. I'd probably watch it if I were watching things. Yeah. That said, YouTube's been annoying me lately with how constrained they're doing things. Like, it used to be you opened up a full YouTube page on a 4K screen and you got a gazillion choices in front of you. Now you got a row, you know, rows of 3. They've cut it down from like 5 or 6 grid to a 3 grid. Now let's reuse this bowl. Yeah, we're getting to the AI compounding errors. Leftover ranch. So our salad's pretty much set. I'm really simple salad for tonight. Just carrot, cucumber, mixed greens, pre-made ranch that I may throw a little something in it to expand it a little bit, but we're pretty much there for that. I'm afraid of the AI bubble at this point. Like, yeah. Our government, our entire world is like propped up on AI at this point. Like, it's like hold on to gold time, because like, yeah, the meme stalkers are going nuts. And no, I don't want. I know it's coming. I know it's gonna happen. I've already lived through at least 3 of these things. And they were minor compared to, like, the Great Depression. This one's looking like the Great Depression. Like, we're also in a situation where you're talking about AI taking over content. You know, there's more AI generated content than there is actual content, sort of a thing. There are now more people holding ETFs than holding actual stocks. So there are more people holding stocks in a company that holds stocks than actually own, like, yeah, no, like, okay, it's the first $1 trillion valuation of this currency. They still aren't Dutch East India. They're not quite there. It's sort of like, were the first $1 billion companies really smaller than these $1 trillion companies? Or would they just value them more for the same thing? Okay, now let's do dessert. Oh, let's throw this in the oven too, because the oven's got to be up to temp now. Also going with the bubble Tesla's gonna pay that man $1 trillion while they're seeing those reductions in their sales. Like, the business is basically going under as far as a car company. They're doing nothing but promising their investors, oh, we're gonna make human robots. Meanwhile, Roadster? Alright, starting with oats here. We're going to do a cup of oats. I'm going to try and make 2 of these things. I've never made this before. I've never made these before. I don't know what I'm even going to put these in. Oh, these might work nice. Okay, so we got rolled oats. We're going to add in our chia seed. Maple syrup. Splash of lemon juice. Biscoff cookies. We're going to have some biscuit coffee. That looks about right. And get those together. Have a good one, Terminator. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we're doing in those. And then we're going to do that over the top. Okay. Take a banana. We're going to peel our banana. Throw some slices of banana in the bottom. There it is. Then we need some liquid into this party. So we'll add a cup of almond nut juice. And try and evenly divide. I felt like I had to do more than one as far as the stream, but I didn't want to do a whole bunch of them, so we're doing 2. Couple more slices of it's dark chocolate. Do I have white chocolate? Please tell me I have white chocolate. No. Do that. We'll do that. And that will be okay. Buttermilk powder. So we got Biscoff crumbs, buttermilk powder, honey, and almond milk. I did want to do like a chocolate topping to both of these, but we're going to do it just with this. Or rather a white chocolate like topping, but ganache. White chocolate ganache with So we'll wrap these up and let them sit at least 2 hours from recipes that I read, but I'm going to leave them overnight and try them in the morning. So I'm not going to let you know what they're like until tomorrow. But that's dessert for tonight. I think that turned out okay. Give me an excuse to have some bananas in the house. Now I got almond milk in the house too. Let's put some plastic wrap on those. Is my mic still working? My earbud just getting quiet? Or is my mic dead? Yeah, my earbud's just silent. Bananas came up for me the other day. I was like, it's been a minute since I bought some bananas. I should buy some bananas. And Oh, I missed the you're allergic part. That's a bummer. That's a royal bummer to have your kid love something you're allergic to. Ooh. Okay, these going in the fridge. They're already solidifying a bit. They're gelling or meshing. Like, just moving them in the time they've been sitting there, moving them over to there. Like, I could obviously disturb them, but, like, they weren't, like, liquidy slosh around anymore. Let's see here. Do we want to add more sauce on top of this? Let's see how our inside out lasagna is looking. We can throw a little more sauce on top of that. Back into the oven for you. I'm curious to see if that's going to come out nicely as a mini meatloaf that I then can slice and make it look like it's lasagna. That's the real hope with this tonight, folks. I don't have huge hopes of that actually becoming reality, but that's the dream. And while I don't expect anyone to rush to my recipe that I've done tonight, I could see inside out lasagna being a thing right now. Like, everyone's all about protein these days, mostly because everything in stores that has meat in it has the smallest amount of meat known to man. But it's like that. Did anyone see that photo of a croissant that someone got from, I think it was Starbucks? It was a croissant where they had like maybe an ounce or 2 ounces of turkey in a straight line with cheese on it, but only layered very on the edge where they cut it. So like the photo of it was like this empty croissant with a little bit of meat on the front edge of it. And that's sort of what I think of when it comes to, like, there are so many like pre-made meals, pre-made things that are just starch and starch and more starch. You know, the entire frozen food section these days. Let me see if I can't find that quick. Maybe it was an airport, now that I'm thinking about it, because that would be right up line for an airport too, but... yeah, I'm not seeing it, but it was hilarious how, like, yeah. The amount of meat they had on a large croissant was less than that. A little half and half. That'll do us fine for that little salad. But I still want to go another solid 20 minutes on this meatloaf lasagna chia thing. So I think we're going to take... I was trying to push everything here into the cook time as far as making the puddings and the salad. But I think we're going to take at least a 15-minute here, and I will be back in a little bit. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight.
You are now looking at a slice of bread being spread with creamy-style Skippy peanut butter, as only Mary Ellen can spread it there. All right, now, as you look at that, don't want you to leave me, because I want to show you something, believe it or not, that a lot of people like even better. Suppose we were to take some fresh roasted peanuts here, and like Mary Ellen has been doing all evening, and putting them in a nut chopper here. Give a couple more little chugs, will you, please? Mm-hmm. I think that'll do it just fine. Now you find in there some just tiny little golden nuggets of roasted peanuts, and they are colossal. Now, I want to try something here. Suppose we were to take these, now let me try an experiment, do you mind, honey? And we'd sprinkle them over the creamy-style Skippy. Say, how is that, huh?
Ooh, that looks good.
It does look good. All I did that for was to tell you that you can get that and enjoy it anytime you want. You won't have to go through any chopping process either, because the Skippy people do that for you in chunk style. That's done for you up in the factory. Now, chunk style, you see, has sprinkled all through it very generously through the entire jar those golden little nuggets that you saw there, just about like that. So that's already done for you there. Now, of course, either style, whether it's cream or chunky, if you get Skippy, you are getting the peanut butter that stays fresh right down to the last spoonful in the jar. And so I make it very simple again. I want you to know that this is an honest fact.
If you like peanuts, you'll like Skippy.
Hey, new Kellogg's Okays. Note the improvement? They put a bear on the box, which improved it so much, they decided to improve the cereal, too.
Oh, come on, Yogi. Let's be serious about Kellogg's new Okays, okay?
Like the Space Bears say, hey, okay.
Well, first, how nutritious are Kellogg's new Okays? Well, they're made from oats. And of all grains, oats are the richest in proteins and rich in other bodybuilding essentials, too. In fact, some people consider it their duty to eat oats. Yogi. But now, with a really delicious oat cereal like Kellogg's Okays around, people can have their oats and enjoy them, too. Especially Kellogg's new Okays. For Kellogg's new OKs are crispier, cripsier and toastier, and therefore tastier than ever. So for the best in oats, get Kellogg's new OKs.
The one with the bear on the box. Suitable for framing.
3, 2, 1, blast off. She's up. Come in ideal countdown control. Ready for second launching.
Atlas moving into position.
Fuel her up.
All set.
Count down.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! There she goes!
Yes, you can be in command of your own ideal countdown. It's a real electronic missile base. You sit at the controls and move missiles into place. You count down. You blast off. You track the flight. The ideal countdown comes complete with moon missile and lunar probe, as well as a giant atlas. Get your electronic ideal countdown now, wherever good toys are sold.
It's a wonderful toy. It's ideal.
Yes, sir. If you want real entertainment, the best place to find it is in front of a General Electric Black Daylight Big as Life television set. Sports, comedy, drama, news, music. Yes, they're all yours, merely at the turn of a dial. This model has a big 16-inch black rectangular tube that lets you see everything that the camera sees, true to life and as big as life. Sparkling contrast and sharp focus give you pictures of such clarity that you feel you're right there on the scene. The cabinet, designed and constructed by America's leading cabinet makers, fits gracefully into any type of room. Genuine mahogany veneers, hand-rubbed for lasting beauty and durability, are just one example of the painstaking attention to every detail, which makes this cabinet one that you'll be proud to have in your home. The precision engineering and careful assembly techniques used in making this General Electric Black Daylight television set are your assurance of television at its finest. See it in operation at your General Electric dealers tomorrow. And when you see it, well, you'll know that you're seeing the best.
Univac, the giant electronic brain made only by Remington Rand, takes business statistics from magnetic tape, letters, numbers, and punctuation marks, processing them through its electronic circuits at phenomenal speeds. Univac can compute payrolls electronically, then produce printed checks in a flash. Over 8,000 checks an hour with this high-speed printer. Univac leads the field of electronic computing.
What? Keeping the coffee in the icebox?
Yes, Mr. Jones, it's a new kind of coffee, roasted by a new secret process. Hence, this new none-such coffee has a different flavor, a flavor preserved by vacuum packing, the flavor retained by refrigeration after the jar has been opened. Just taste it. You can't miss that delicate aroma, that clean, mellow taste. Yes, in cooking, the way to a man's heart is most of all through the coffee pot. In every jar, you'll find 3 special pointers, valuable in all methods of making coffee. Try new none-such coffee now. Use half the jar. If not 100% satisfied, get all your money back from your grocer without argument. Special for movie week, only 28 cents a pound, plus 3 cents refundable deposit on the jar.
If you're still watching television on a small screen set, you're missing a lot. Here, for example, is a close-up on a 10-inch set. See how much smaller it is than my head? Now I'd like to show you the same close-up on a 21-inch set. There. Just look at the difference. She's as big as I am now. You can have big screen close-ups just like that. Close-ups as large as life with RCA Victor's great new 21-inch model, the Master 21, at the lowest 21-inch price in RCA Victor history, as little as $199.95. Visit your RCA Victor dealer soon. See television's greatest value, the Master 21, big screen 21-inch quality TV for $199.95. And remember,
Every year, more people buy RCA Victor than any other television.
If you're a student, a mother active in club work, a man who brings work home from the office, this was made for you. The Remington Office Writer, a new kind of portable designed to give you the extra features you need. King-size carriage, so long it can handle a sheet of school notebook paper lengthwise. Look, the Office Writer types nearly the full 11-inch length of the paper, the only portable it can. The Office Writer types up to 10 carbons, so that even the very last copy is easy to read. Cuts clear, clean stencils unlike any ordinary portable. See the exciting new Remington Office Writer at your dealers. The price only $149.50, carrying case at slight additional cost. Available after a small down payment for only $1.50 a week. Terms payable monthly, including taxes and a small carrying charge.
Philip Morris, America's finest cigarette, presents the Lucille Ball Desiarnaz Show, I Love Lucy. Good evening, and welcome. In a moment, we'll look in on Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, but before we do, may I ask a very personal question? The question is simply this. Do you inhale? Well, I do, and chances are you do too. And because you inhale, you're better off, much better off, smoking Philip Morris. And for good reason. You see, Philip Morris is the one cigarette proved definitely less irritating, definitely milder than any other leading brand. That's why, when you inhale, you're better off smoking Philip Morris. Later in the show, you'll see how you can prove that fact to yourself. But right now, why not light up a Philip Morris and enjoy America's finest cigarette as we watch Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz in I Love Lucy.
Say, you gals think you're lucky you can get Swanson TV turkey dinners, but I say Swanson TV turkey dinners are a bigger break for husbands. Now, you take me. I can be early, I can be late, I can bring pals to dinner anytime I please, and get this, my wife never panics. She just takes Swanson TV turkey dinners from the freezing compartment of our refrigerator when I'm a little off schedule.
Oh, and right you are, Jack. And that is because Mary Lou knows that she can have a swell dinner ready in just 25 minutes.
Right.
And talk about easy. Well, she just pops Swanson TV turkey dinners in a hot oven. You know, they're oven ready in individual heat and serve trays. With Swanson TV turkey dinners, you just heat and you serve big and hearty slices of moist, tender Swanson turkey with grand giblet gravy and special cornbread dressing and fluffy whipped sweet potatoes with golden Swanson butter and garden fresh peas with more butter.
Mother Murphy, lucky me. My wife uses Swanson TV turkey dinners. And make your husband lucky, too. Get Swanson TV turkey dinners, Swanson TV fried chicken dinners, Swanson TV beef dinners from your grocer's big freezer.
Everybody's got the beat. Started out where cable cars play this song. Not right at home because very long. Right, Aloni, the San Francisco treat.
From San Francisco, famous for food, comes Rice-A-Roni, the exciting new side dish. Here at last is a welcome change from potatoes. Now you can serve Rice-A-Roni, a delicious side dish with meat, chicken, or fish. And you make Rice-A-Roni in minutes. Everything's right in the box. A packet of soup base, rice, and vermicelli that you brown in butter. Add the special herb-flavored broth, and in minutes, Rice-A-Roni. Fluffy, fragrant. A wonderful change from potatoes.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment right. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
To brighten any moment.
Make it coffee.
To enjoy that fresh aroma.
Make it often.
Make it up fresh each time in a clean container. And for full flavor,
make it right.
And here's how. For each cup of fresh drawn water, use one approved measure of your favorite coffee. That's all, one approved measure per cup.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright. Fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee. Make it often. Make it right.
Well, no wonder my laundry bill is so high. All those napkins last week.
Doeskin.
What?
You should use Doeskin dinner napkins.
Paper napkins? Oh, no.
I don't mean thin little paper napkins, but Doeskin dinner napkins. You'll love them.
Everybody loves Doeskin dinner napkins. These soft linen-like napkins are 2-ply in smart formal fold, in white and in beautiful pastel colors. And Doeskin dinner napkins are big. They cover your whole lap, and they stay put. What's more, they last throughout the meal, and they leave no lint.
But they are nice. And they would save my linen.
They save you money, too. Doeskin dinner napkins cost only 49 cents for 5 dozen. That's a fraction of a penny apiece.
All right, Dottie.
You'll find Doeskin dinner napkins, Doeskin facial tissues, and other Doeskin products at your favorite grocery, supermarket, department store, or drugstore. Look for the brown dispenser box.
Doeskin.
If you've ever been to Venice, you remember the gondolas and the picturesque waterways. And you remember the food, too. Superb food, prepared with that very special Italian touch. The same special Italian touch that Chef Boyardee sauce with meat can give to your meals over here. Because the recipe for this tangy sauce has been brought over from Italy by this famous Italian chef. Chef Boyardee sauce with meat is made from juicy, sun-ripened tomatoes and tender quality beef, simmered in a spicy sauce that makes a rice and cheese loaf, a casserole, or a spaghetti dish a real Italian-style dish. So when you'd like to add that special Italian touch to your dinner, do it with Chef Boyardee sauce with meat. Try Chef Boyardee sauce with mushrooms, too. Both are prepared from the chef's own Italian recipe.
Now, at your favorite grocery store, the most amazing food wrap ever developed, Saran Wrap.
Have you tried Saran Wrap? It really is amazing. Saran Wrap is crystal clear plastic. It keeps everything you wrap in plain sight. And look, Saran Wrap clings like magic. It makes a neat package of anything you wrap, without strings or tape or rubber bands. Foods stay fresh far longer and taste better, too, because the flavor is locked in. Now you can prepare sandwiches for picnics and lunch boxes ahead of time and be sure they'll stay fresh and tasty. You see, Saran Wrap is a wonderful time saver as well as a food saver. Prove it in your own kitchen. Buy a roll of Saran Wrap today, and you won't be without it again.
Get Saran Wrap at your grocer's. Saran Wrap is a product of the Dow Chemical Company.
I'm a guitar and I have strings. I like to play while someone sings. Hi, gang. Do you recognize this mouse guitar? It's just like the one the Mouseketeers gave me. And now Mattel Toy Makers, the people who made my mouse guitar, have a big surprise for you. You can have your very own mouse guitar just like mine. And look, I wrote out all the instructions so you can learn to play the songs we play on the show. Remember, gang, you can now get the mouse guitar wherever toys are sold for only $4. Hey, I almost forgot. Be sure to see the Mouse Guitar Junior, too. Just turn the crank and it plays the Mouse Guitar theme song. The Mouse Guitar Junior is only $1.80. Be sure to look for this label, gang. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
Everybody needs energy.
Welcome back, everyone. Okay. Cool. So, we got a couple minutes left on what's going on in the stove, in the oven. Let's go ahead and wrap up the salad, minus that one ugly leaf. Toss in our sort of dressing. Sort of ranch, not quite ranch. Too much mustard to be ranch. But there's more than two people here. Put you away, you're still clean, sort of. And we'll sprinkle a little chia seed on top of that. If only to be in theme tonight. Let's do a little sunflower seed too. Tortellini. Well, I think that came up to temp now. Need that to sit for just a moment. What draws you to tortellini? Is it the navel design? Is it the stuffings? Do you like the chew? The chew. No, it's not ads. Did it just actually send everyone to ads again? It did. Fucking bot. So I guess we're gonna wait for the ads. Because that was not in my plans. That was not what I wanted to do, folks. No bueno. Yep, that's me. Hi, Pinky. I would say that depends on your personal preferences and what knives you have. Do you have European knives that are going to have a little bit more blunter of a cut to them? Or you have Japanese blades that I believe are a 20 degree. In either case, you can use the stone, but that takes education and work, and you kind of do it a bunch until you figure out what you're going to do. You're probably going to ruin a couple of knives getting there. It's going to cost you a bunch, but you can get one of these. Not one of those. This is all my knife sharpening stuff over here. Hidden. Over here. You can get one of these bad boys. And just run it through. Or you can get the stones and have the water and but you don't want just a sharpener too, you want a steel. This rehones your blade. Can I grab this? Yeah, let's use a towel still. Ah, it's falling out. It's squeezing. Open. It's mostly there, though. It's mostly there. It's mostly there. Oh, no. Ah, it's done for. It was so close! All I had to do was turn around, slice through it, and... It's almost more apparent of what I created this way, though. Well, that's a bummer. It was so close. Just one corner, like all the rest of them sealed. That's got a solid seal. That's got a solid seal. That's got a solid seal. It's just that corner. And yeah, I'm still going to take a photo of this craziness. Because that's what I do. I take pictures of even my fails. And I post those publicly. Yeah, how many fails have you seen from Alton Brown and them? There's no question that they've had fails in their lives doing things. I just got the balls to post it. We got those. Those I'm sure are going to be amazing. We also got these, and these turned out pretty good too. They're all fogged up now. But I think the pudding's, like, you can see that's already not shifting around. It's already mostly set. Alright. I think that's where we're going to leave things tonight. Let's see who's out there. Let's raid out tonight. I'm going to send all you lovely folks off to go hang out with Pantry Elf, who's doing a pumpkin creme brulee. Maybe someone out there wants to see a creme brulee. Greatly appreciate you hanging out with me, even though my lasagna failed, or meatloaf, or... What would you call this? I hope you all have a great evening. Gonna be back here on Friday. We're gonna be doing pizza bows. Or steamed dumplings, but pizza toppings. And I don't know what else fun I'm gonna try and figure out for that. But that alone is a sort of interesting concept to me. So I hope you come to join me for that. I hope you say hi to Pantry Elf for me. Have a great night, everyone. See you back on Friday.